perspectives and priorities. You know, to be effective in leadership means several things. Among them are perspective and priorities. My pastor got my attention the other day when he talked about perspectives. Dr. Robert Jeffress said, "It's amazing how short 2 weeks seem when you're on vacation, and then how long those 2 weeks seem when you're on a diet." Well, the actual time is the same. It's just that our perspective on what is happening during that time. The Bible reminds us that 1,000 years is like a day to the Lord, and a day is like 1,000 years. Read Psalm 90, verse 4. God's perspective is different than ours. All that got me thinking about how those who lead need to live with the right perspective and the right priorities. I've come across some things that may help us all in this area. Here's some advice from leadership coach John Maxwell. He says, to stay focused in life, remember these things. You can't know everyone, you can't do everything, and you can't go everywhere. We have to pick and choose between good and a little bit better. While it may be important to finish your plans for the new year or that appeal letter that's going out, is it more important than helping a staff member or a volunteer in their time of need? Is that just an interruption to your schedule? Dr. Henry Blackaby talked about the busyness of ministry and how it can cause us to miss what the Lord Jesus has for us to do. He says, it's easy to become so busy that you are oblivious to those in need. Your schedule can become so full of accomplishing good things that you're of no help to the people around you. God is at work in the lives of your friends, your neighbors, your family members. He may ask you to interrupt your day long enough to join Him as He ministers to them. That's from Blackaby's Experiencing God Day by Day. Many times it comes down to our personal character. Our character is built brick by brick through the experiences of life, good and bad. Our choices in times of conflict or challenge help determine how we will lead others. Again, John Maxwell addresses the idea of character. Maxwell says, your success stops where your character stops. You can never rise above the limitations of your character. So here are some suggestions as we navigate this new year. Number one, relax a bit. Try to see life from God's perspective and with His priorities. You know that stack of things on your desk or that long to-do list? It's going to be there tomorrow. Remember, you can't do everything. So take a breath and relax. Number two, reorient yourself to God's voice. The Lord may have an assignment that only you can do. You may be so busy with good things that you miss the most important. Remember Jesus and Mary and Martha, good friends. Well, Martha was interested in getting the meal ready, and she was a little upset with Mary. She was doing something important. But the Lord said, Mary has chosen what is better. And number three, rely on God's priorities for your life. Only He has that eternal perspective that can align your will with His. And the Lord's will is always best. Not always the easiest, but it is the best. My friend Dr. Jim Dennison wrote, so make your plans for the new year and the new day and then trust them to God's providence. Prepare for tomorrow, but prepare even more for eternity. And your peace, which passes all understanding, will be a powerful witness to a fearful culture. The safest place to be is in the center of the will of God. So relax, reorient, and rely. The Lord's got this. If you wish to learn how Media Alliance and our international partners share God's hope, head to our website, medialliance.cc, and help reach more people with these messages by liking, sharing, and subscribing. God's best.